again, good fellas, and we're back with another episode of Ask Tony Tuesday.
Another.
If you haven't got a clue, Tony's got the answer for you.
Two questions for you today, but before we hop into it, I do want to give you guys a reminder. The sale is still going on. This is the last week for the sale, so if you want to get your Remnant piece at a discounted price, please do it by the end of this week.
Tell you what else I'll do. If they come in, say they're just looking for a piece for the backyard, and I don't have to touch it, I don't have to cut it, I don't have to do anything with it, you take it as it is, cash and carry, $25 a square foot.
Oh, dang.
But I don't have to do anything with it. You just take it as is.
Okay, there
Whatever
you
the
go.
square footage it is, I don't have to touch it, take it as is, $25 a square foot. Just get it out.
There you go. Now it's a double sale. So by the end of this week, make sure you guys come in and check out our Remnant selection. We have a lot of different pieces for you. High levels, low levels, whatever you like. So.
If we got to do any fabrication, 45, you take it as it is, 25 a square foot.
Yep, there you go.
Can't beat that.
Back to our regular programming.
Okay.
Ready for the first one?
I'm ready.
Do full slabs come in different sizes? And if so, why?
They do. And it's the simple answer is because of the size of the block that's being excavated from the side of the mountain. So they try to get them, especially now. You see everybody wants these giant islands. So when you're doing a man-made product like a quartz, you can make the blocks. You know, like we have jumbo slabs of quartz, 132 by 78. You know, because everybody wants these giant islands, so they try to make them as big as possible. Natural stone quarries try to do the same thing. I mean, it used to be before people got crazy with islands, blocks would be about 115 by 60. You know, nothing crazy. Yeah. And now, I mean, blocks are 134 by 78. You know, they're getting bigger and bigger to accommodate the big islands. But you got to understand with natural stones, there could be natural fissures in there. There could be cracks in there. So when you're dealing with a slab that big, you're dealing. The bigger the slab, the heavier that slab is. So now you're dealing with something that was maybe 1,400 pounds. Now you're getting up to 2,000 pounds. You know, and you're moving around with a forklift. You know, and you got a guy on a forklift, a guy helping maneuver the slab, put it in a certain spot. Get it to the table. You know, it gets more and more dangerous. Yeah. You know, not that 1,400 pounds is light. You weren't going to stop a 1,400 pound slab from falling anyway. But a 2,000 pound, you're really limited to what, trying to get out of the way and steering clear. But it's to accommodate those big islands. So slabs today, I would say the average slab is about 120 by about 68 to 70. But still, it always depends on the size of the block. If there's a big crack on the end, or maybe there's a spall on the end, they would cut the blocks to make sure you're getting the quality of material within that range. Okay. So a lot of times, when you buy a container from a quarry, they want you to buy their good stuff and their not so good stuff. It doesn't mean the quality isn't always good. But they'll say, hey, listen, you're getting 7 bundles of the container. We want to ship you 4 bundles that are 130 by 76, but you got to take these other bundles that are 115 by 60. Oh, okay. And they try to give you usually get a better price, but they're trying to get rid of everything. Right. It doesn't really affect us because we don't buy containers. Yeah. Because our clients buy. It's such a wide range of colors and stuff that our customers. So it doesn't pay for us to buy containers. But wholesalers that buy containers, they're kind of stuck with that. They have to buy the top of the line as far as size, and they have to buy some that aren't as big. Right. And sometimes it works out for them. Sometimes you got a small kitchen where there's a little bit of waste because you're not buying a jumbo slab for a small kitchen. True. So yeah. it goes, it can go both ways. But majority of slabs today, because everybody wants bigger, everybody's trying to do things without seams. So generally about 120, 124 by 65, 68 is about the average slab of granite.
Okay. I've been wondering that because we have a lot of different sizes in our warehouse. We have a bunch of jumbo
Yeah,
slabs, the
yeah.
regular size, but then you have the
Yeah.
smaller quartz slabs and some of the smaller soapstones.
And not everybody has the equipment to handle. Like, thankfully, we have two saws out there, two bridge saws. One has CNC capability, but there's still a lot of guys out there that literally lay a slab down on a table and cut it with a track saw.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
if the track saw isn't far enough to reach the end of the slab, they're moving the track saw on. It's hard to keep everything square and straight
Right.
when your slab is bigger than your track saw.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen slabs of Impala Black that were 144 inches long, 12 feet long.
Jeez.
So it didn't, and this is when I was in wholesale, it didn't fit on the guy's saw. He had to actually cut 6 inches off the slab before he could get it on his saw.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a limit to how big you can make it.
Yeah. Second question of the day.
Okay.
Do I have to have a professional do my measurements for me, or can I do them myself? And if so, how would I properly do them?
Always, as you know, we do free in-home estimates. If we do a free in-home estimate, the square footage that I give you, because I do the in-home estimates, that's it. I mean, that you can count on that number. That's accurate as you can get. If you want to do it at home, maybe we want to just figure it out, do a small drawing. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Maybe you want to email us, a sketch. Basically, we go 26 inches from the back to the front because we go 2 inches off the face frame. So your width would be 26 inches on a normal perimeter counter. So then you just take the length of the cabinet. So let's say it's 8 foot long. So we take 8 feet, 8 times 12 is 96. So it'd be 96 by 26. Now an island isn't always 26 inches. Sometimes an island is 36, 40, but the same rule applies. 2 inches off the face frame. If you're doing an overhang for seating, you could go anywhere from 10 to 12 inches depending on the material. Most people figure 12 inches. And that would give you the size of the island. So it's not rocket science. It's fairly simple. And if you give us a dimension, if it ends up being, once we template, we remeasure. If it's a little bit more, we don't worry about it. If it's a little bit less, we'll charge you less. I only want to charge you for what you're going to use.
Right.
So if you make a mistake and we do the template and it's 40 instead of 42, we're going to charge you for 40.
Right. For other projects, same thing.
Same thing.
You just want to make sure you're measuring every area that you're going to need the stone for. And then you send them in to us, and then when we do the template and whatnot, we'll fix if there's any mistakes on square footage.
Like shower wall is usually 8 foot high. The back wall is normally about 5, so it'd be 8 by 5, 40 square feet. The side walls are usually 3 feet, 3 by 8, 24, 24, 24, 40 in the back. That's your square footage.
So I guess for the answer then, no, you don't have to have it done professionally.
No.
You can do it yourself, or you can have us come do it, and then we just work it out later.
And it's a great way to get just a ballpark price. Yeah. We can't tell you, you won't know the actual price until you pick a material.
Yep.
Because as you know, all the prices are different. It depends on where it comes from, how exotic it is. Uniform materials are much cheaper than the exotic materials. But it'll give you an idea of the square footage, and then you can come in, look at stones. If I go to your house, I usually give you an estimate based on 5 different levels of stone. This way I have an idea. Usually when you come in with your cabinet door, you're going to find something in that 1 through 5. Mm-hmm. So it really is pretty simple.
That is it for all the questions today. That's all I have for you.
Nailed it again.
Don't forget about that sale, you guys. Make sure you come in. It ends on Friday because that's the last day of September. Mm-hmm. So hurry, hurry, hurry. And thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode. We'll be back next week with another episode. And we hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. See you later. Use the F word today.
I did?
Free.
What you looking at? Talking to me.